I'm eating chips. This is really unprofessional. I would never get away with this on Trick or Treat Radio, but this isn't my show. See you on the other side.
Listen to them, children of the night. What music they make.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
I got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but two things right now. Jack and shit. Jack left town.
Okay, yo, flip you. Do what? Flip you. Flip you for real. Y'all think us folks from the country's real funny like, don't you? Jerry, hello from you, Ma. I'm Mr. Britt. I've got to get me some education, Jerry. You ass.
Death is a bitch.
What's up, y'all? This is Dynamo Mars. Today we are going to talk about one of the most interesting things to happen in horror cinema in quite a while. But first of all, I learned something potentially life-changing. For about 9 bones today, the delicious Southwest restaurant known as Moe's, which you hear me stop at almost every episode of this show before taping, will let you walk out with pretty much a trash bag full of tortilla chips. I've eaten so many tortilla chips today, I suspect it's going to feel like I'm shitting glass later on. It's going to be not good. I don't even taste them anymore. I just keep eating them because they're in front of me. It's fucking terrible. I mean, it's delicious, but terrible. I've put on 10 pounds of tortilla. If only they were... It was probably good exercise. I ate so much. As the countdown to Halloween begins to draw to a close, I was very excited to talk about this one. Clive Barker's Nightbreed is one of the legendarily shitty film experiences for an artist. You can put it right up there with Sam Raimi's Crime Wave. But fortunately for us, Raimi rebounded and made Evil Dead 2, and the rest is history. Clive, I think Lord of Illusion was to fill out like a contractual obligation. I could be wrong about that. But he ended up doing, after Lord of Illusion, he was out of the film making business anyway. He certainly down the line produced a bunch of stuff, including his Books of Blood series, which I hope he keeps doing. Everyone wanted to see a director's cut of Nightbreed to see it come closer to what the visionary horror auteur's original vision was, but because of the way the industry was at the time, I'm literally my mouth is completely hoarse from all the salt that I've eaten from a million tortilla chips today. It's ridiculous. A lot of those negatives were lost, allegedly. A lot of them were misplaced. But in a story that's too good and too long for me to tell here, from multiple sources, a touring film was sent from convention to convention, from appearance to appearance, which was called the Kapal Cut, which was pretty much everything they filmed for Nightbreed, restored, put in as test prints and stuff like that, and, special effects things, but you got to see everything. But eventually, as cool as it was to see all that stuff, to see the light of day in order, it wasn't Barker's vision. And eventually, Barker's vision has now seen the light of day at a screening that I was lucky enough to see at Rock and Shock, and a heartily expensive yet very welcome Scream Factory release, which hit, I think last week or this Tuesday. But Clive Barker's director's cut of Nightbreed is a vast improvement over the original, and this is coming from a fan of the original film. there were some big leaps in logic when the film was edited. Probably the most glaring and most significant one, other than some cool monsters that you didn't see before, was in the original when Decker gave Boone Mickey's. Basically, the next time you saw Boone, he was wandering around in traffic, and then they brought him to the hospital. In this, there's some great, though hallucinating and though a bit spooky, moments of Boone. It's Boone's last night as a human, basically. So it's a great character beat. So not, the gore or violence or anything. It also replaces the original ending that he had in mind, which, while not as like punchy, there's no jump scare, it definitely sets this up as a film that if people didn't have their head up their ass, this could have been the Star Wars of horror. This could have been a great series of films, at least 2, chronicling Boone, who at the end of the film becomes Cabal, in his journey to find a new Midian for the inhabitants of Midian. And so yeah, I'm sorry. If you've been following all this media, you know it's been a long week, and this has been a lot of tortilla chips. And I actually literally get choked up thinking about Nightbreed, because if you were a gangly, skinny fat, 20-something-year-old when Nightbreed came out, you really understood the creatures of Midian and what that story was about. And the book made me understand what the story was supposed to be, but to see this film restored and to see its, very obvious subtext of, this is the story of a community of outsiders who have band together and now following the ultimate outsider to, a new home, a new nirvana. This is a great movie, and it was awesome to see it in a theater of some sorts. I'm definitely going to pick up the Scream Factory edition. I love Nightbreed, and if you are a dork, if you are a nerd, if you are an outsider, and you've never seen this film, this is the movie for you. Being manipulated by the system, being, grinded through the gears of life because you're not the same as everyone else, you'll get it, and you'll love it. Check out Clive Barker's director's cut of Nightbreed. Happy Halloween, everybody.